Good evening, and welcome to Channel 9 News. I'm Hannah Stein.
And I'm Claire Kleinmeyer. Before we get started with our local news, labor unions are becoming a much bigger issue around the world.
We are going to discuss the importance of labor unions, but first we are going to give you a little background information.
So what exactly is a labor union? A labor union is a group of workers who join together to seek higher pay and better working conditions by negotiating a contract with their employers.
Here are some history facts for you about how labor unions came to be. Multiple unions attempted to form and failed. The National Trade Union failed in 1837, the National Labor Union failed in 1873, and the Knights of Labor failed in 1886. The American Federation of Labor, or the AFL, the nation's oldest large-scale labor organization, was created by national unions of skilled trades by Samuel Gompers. In 1886, craft unions formed their own national organization, the American Federation of Labor, or the AFL.
The Clayton Act of 1914 exempted labor unions from antitrust laws, meaning union members at competing companies could join forces legally in an effort to raise wages and improve working conditions. The Congress of Industrial Organizations, CIO, served as a national organization of unions in mass production industries. Taft-Hartley Act authorized states to introduce right-to-work laws. Right-to-work laws are laws that say a worker at a union company does not have to join the union or pay union due to hold a job there. Collective bargaining is one of the things that the union members do when they need to negotiate wages, benefits, or working conditions with their employers. Once an agreement is met, representatives present it for voting. If the agreement is approved, the employer signs a contract. If not, the union may strike or continue negotiating with their employer.
If no agreement is reached, the government can ask for a mediator to intervene. A mediator is an impartial observer brought in to solve a problem. Sometimes the government may inflict a binding arbitration when the public is in possible danger. This is when a neutral party is brought in to investigate both sides and issues a settlement both sides must accept.
But wait! I thought a strike was a good pitch in softball.
Just kidding!
It's actually a labor union's attempt to withhold labor from a firm. This is where most of the union's power comes from.
Unions focus on higher wages, which attracts many different people throughout the world. They use two different approaches to increase the wages: reduce the supply of labor and increase the demand in the labor union.
Reducing the supply of labor allows the union to increase the wages because they are only allowing a certain amount of employees to be employed. In right-to-work states, workers do not have to belong to a union even if the company workforce is unionized. Some examples of the right-to-work states are Iowa, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, Kansas, Wisconsin, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, Oklahoma, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, Wyoming, Idaho, Indiana, Michigan, Virginia, North and South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas.
The union can restrict memberships. Members are greater from the ages of 45 to 64 in men and women, but more men are in the union than women in general. Union pay is also higher, but the union has less effects on wages in the wholesale and retail trade.
Increasing the demand in union labor can increase the demand for union-made products and increase the productivity of union labor. Increasing the productivity of labor may make the dissatisfied workers look for a different, more simple job.
Wait, so Claire, why are unions even needed?
Unions are needed to keep child labor at a minimum, as well as avoiding sweatshop-like working conditions. The unions also make sure employees are paid fairly, work in good conditions, have proper benefits, and have reasonable working hours.
Unions are only made possible because of the past. There are many things that labor unions have made possible today in your work environment, such as breaks at work, paid vacation, the Family Medical and Leave Act, a sick leave, Social Security, minimum wage, 8-hour workday, and a 40-hour work week, overtime, child labor laws, and so many more.
Because of our research, we decided to go out and ask the public if they knew what labor unions were.
It's for a school project, so we have it on video. Is that all right? You can be in it too.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Oh.
So can you? So we're doing a project about labor unions. Can you tell me what a labor union is?
It's a union where people who work together can fight for their rights for fair pay.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we're videoing it. That's all right. Can one of you tell me what a labor union is?
Labor union in the workforce.
Yeah.
It's just an organization that protects people on their job.
Okay. Thank you. Question for a school project.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
That's
on
why I'm
video.
video.
God.
Okay. Can you tell me what a labor union is?
Labor union? It's a group of people, group of workers working together for better like rights for the workers. I may be wrong. That
No,
might
I
not
think
be
that's
the
right.
dictionary
That's right.
quote
That's
for you,
good.
but-
Thank
Is that
you.
what you're looking for?
Yep.